What's up, traders? Hope you had a great trading day. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is AJ on Day Trader Boom or Bust. So let's jump into my watch list for today, posted on Twitter at 9:15 in the morning. My primary watch list for three different pot stocks, cannabis stocks, ACB, APHA, Afria, and Tilray, TLRY, all trading on news from yesterday. So actually, it was more of a bit of a continuation. And then on my secondary watch list, I had DKNG, WKHS, AMC, and BB, all as continuation plays. And I also added Snap, which was gapping up. So that was what was on my watch list. And so I ended up trading three different stocks today: ACB, Snap, and WKHS. Today was not a good day. It was a red day, a tough day. And I will show you. First off, let's take a look at what I traded first, which was ACB. And this is where I did most of my trades today. Over traded once again, took 29 trades today. And as you can see here, I just, once again, I Christmas treed this. As you can see, all these positions. I will say this, I think one of the things that's kind of been frustrating and resulted in, some of these red days coming in is that I've been getting chopped out quite a bit and with my ORBs, 1 minute and 5 minute ORBs, and they just haven't been working out for me. And so it's an indication that going forward, at least for now, unless market conditions change, I have to be extra careful when playing an ORB, or maybe use a wider stop. And if it continues, maybe even just take a break from using that strategy altogether for now until either I execute it better or the opening volatility maybe isn't quite as choppy. Because as you can see here, right over here on ACB and right away in the morning, I took, oh, that's not good. Let's change that up. So as you can see here, I went long at the break of this opening 1 minute candle and immediately got stopped out on the next candle. And after that, I think I can't even tell. I think I might have switched short and gone short and got stopped out over here. Or actually, I don't think so. I think I would have stayed. I was bullish on this, and I think when it popped up here, I probably went long again and then just got stopped out once again. So you can see that chop back and forth, back and forth. I probably should have, after this first one, just stopped for a second. But clearly, as you can see, when this price action is going on, I thought that it was ready to kind of break out, because you can see over here, we have these long bottom wicks, and I just thought the price was going to push up. Anyways, I'm not too disappointed. The only thing I'm disappointed with those trades was that they didn't work, but I don't think I played them incorrectly. What I did do wrong was all of this. Like, once again, just this is just poor trading. This is just trying to catch something that isn't there. I was probably a little flustered already, because I think after these first two trades, I'm just trying to remember what the entire sequence of events were. I think after these two trades, I shifted and took a look at. Took a look at Workhorse, because I had missed that yesterday. I think I talked about that in yesterday's video, and I saw that this 1 minute ORB over here definitely would have worked. So you can see this for 1 minute candle, and then once it broke, definitely pushed up. So I was kind of watching this and thought that it might bounce off this pre-market high level here. So as you can see, I went long here, and once it broke back below this, it popped up, and I thought it would run. So I held. I didn't take a partial, and unfortunately, it came right back. And once it broke this pre-market high level, I got out. So unfortunately, took another loss on that trade. So I think that was my third trade of the day, and then after that, I shifted back to ACB, and that's when I did all this. Really, all this. This is just foolish trading. Some might have worked, most didn't, and it resulted in me getting significantly behind the eight ball for the day, and just dug me in a hole that I was fighting to get out of the whole day, and then and ultimately just wasn't successful in doing so. Now my best trade of the day was here. I started a position here, and then I scaled in, and then as you can see, I managed to get a good move up, and I took a partial here, 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 and then a couple more over here. So this was a great move. This trade was actually a 3.5 hour total return. So it really was a great trade. If I hadn't been so foolish here, I probably would have been really, really well off for the day. But at the end of the day, it was a good trade. So, I'm not disappointed in that at all. I'm actually quite happy with that. I'm just disappointed in all this. So I don't recall if I had any other trades in Workhorse. I might have. Sorry, and oh yes, I did ACB towards the end of the day. But let's take a look at Snap, where I took a couple trades. So after all of that stuff um, on ACB, I took a second, I took a breath, and and I actually did take a break. And what I saw, as you can see here on the 1 minute chart, I saw Snap. Let's go to the 5 minute. It's a little bit more apparent on there. So here on the 5 minute chart, as you can see here, it was really consolidating at this VPOC level. Okay, this was just above VWAP, so it held above VWAP and was consolidating. So I started to wait. I waited to play the break. So let's zoom in here a little bit, and as you can see, what happened was, and probably a little bit more apparent on the 1 minute, but I'll keep it here. You can see I went short here, and I start to scale in. Sorry, and then this is something I'm working on. Is taking a starter position and then scaling in. And this move did work out. I managed to get a partial here, but then it came back on me, and I got stopped out. I tried another short here and got stopped out, unfortunately. And then sorry, I'm just trying to remember. Anyways, these all, for the most part, didn't really work out, because what happened was I went short here. I did get a piece of that, and then I went long here, because then I thought, okay, well, it bounced off this level, which was an intraday level if you look back on the chart, and then I thought it might go long, and it didn't. And then finally, I took a starter position here. And then I scaled in here, and this trade did work out. This was nearly a 2 hour trade. I partialed out here, here. I thought it was going to continue to run after these two partials, so I actually held the position. Unfortunately, it came back on me. I didn't wait for it to stop me out of the break even. I got out over here before it got to me, but unfortunately, it just didn't run as much as I wanted to. Nonetheless, this I was green on on this trade here with Snap. And then to close the day out, I went back to as I said, I went back to ACB, and I did take a couple of other trades there. Let me just quickly take a look. Yeah, so ACB, it kind of traded in a range here a bit, and then once it broke out, so it was actually creating a little bit of a pennant here, as you can see. And so what I did was I was playing the break. I saw this and I thought, I would play the break of this pennant, and that's what I did. Um, I went long here. I managed to get a couple of partials, and I saw on the level two that there was quite a few. There's definitely some inventory up here, so I thought this was really going to push up. Unfortunately, it didn't, and then it ended up coming all the way back. This was over 2R. It came all the way back and stopped me out at break even. And then, just a little bit, more of this kind of foolish trading here. And then I went short here, and I managed to catch quite a few partials here. This was a decent trade. And then, as you can see, this was the end of the day. I actually was on the phone, and I lost track of time, and I actually held the remainder of this position, about a third of this position, after the close, and luckily I was able to get out without it damaging me. So, anyways, so it was a full day of trading. Unfortunately, it just wasn't successful. I ended up taking a 6.2R loss. This is the P&L here, as you can see, 6.2R, which is well more than what I should be doing as my max loss. We're just going to have to bounce back tomorrow. So, that was the day of trading today. Not thrilled about it, but tomorrow's a new day. We live to fight another day, and hopefully, we can do better tomorrow. So that's it. That's all. Thanks again for hanging out. Thanks again for tuning in. Comment below, hit me up below, let me know what you think, say what's up, all that good stuff. And that's it. That's all. Plan your trades, trade your plan. Have an awesome evening. This is AJ on Day Trader Boomer Bust. Catch you on my next recap.